What is up, you guys? Steve here. Welcome to another video. It is currently a very hot day here in Washington State. I'm looking at my truck right now and it says it is 104 degrees out. It's definitely very hot. And the plan for today is I'm gonna go do some fishing with my dad. Filling up diesel nowadays is just painful, you guys. It's just painful. Right, guys, I am all gassed up. I got some ice and some bait. Stopped by good old Walmart and I want to pick up my dad. We're gonna be hitting the road here. Alright, you guys, well, we made it to the river. As you guys can see the Snake River behind me. You guys, the sun is still quite high up in the sky. We have a few hours to fish, and the catfish bite typically does come on at night. So we decided to kind of try and do some other species for now. So we're going to try and see if we can catch a walleye or a bass or something like that. So I got my regular spinner rod right now with 12-pound test line. Right here, what I have is basically, they call it a slip bobber jig. Basically, I have a jig with a piece of worm on it. I have a bobber, and then I'm here about 4 feet. You guys can see right there at the end, I have a little knot. And what that'll do, that'll stop my bobber. I'm gonna throw that out there and hope a bass or a walleye eats it. Let's see what happens. Well, you guys, me and my dad spent a few hours out here just casting some lures. He was basically jigging on the bottom, threw some spinners. I tried that slip rig with some worms and stuff like that. We didn't get any bites. We didn't seem to have any luck. At this point, I think we're gonna find ourselves a nice spot to settle in for the evening and try to catch some catfish. So we have a spot in mind that we've caught them in the past, so that's where we're gonna head. As you guys can see, the sun's starting to set. It's just a beautiful evening out here. But if you guys look, it's still 97 degrees. Even though the sun's setting, it's still 97 out here, so it's definitely a hot one. So you guys, while I'm setting up my rod, my dad already hooked up the first catfish. I didn't even do my intro at this spot yet. Let's see what he caught. Well, guys, looks like Dad got himself a perch. As I said earlier, went to a different spot, a spot we've fished before, and we've had some luck with catfish. My dad immediately throws in his worm on the bottom. And we're just fishing using Carolina rigs. I've shown plenty of my videos what that is. Basically a weight behind a swivel and a circle hook. We threw him out there. Before I could even get my rod set up, he hooked up that little bass. I thought it was a perch at first, but it was just a little smallmouth. So I got my rod rigged up as well now. We got him out there. We're just using night crawlers and hope for the best. So you guys, I don't know if you could hear that when it was completely silent, but that noise, that buzzing you hear, is these little bugs and mosquitoes here in the air. There's just thousands of them. We're getting pretty much eaten alive. There's just lots of bugs. Typically in this area it's really windy, and most times I've been here it's been windy and I think we avoid the bugs, but today it's just insane. And our plan was just sleep in the back of the truck, and I think if we do that tonight we're just going to get eaten alive. Should have brought a tent. Didn't think about it. You guys, I think Dad just hooked up. Might be a catfish. We'll see. He just had a nice bite. I'm gonna net him for him. Nice. If you guys can hear that, but there's coyotes around here. There's actually quite a bit of them. It's kind of neat to listen to them at night. Looks like Dad's got another fish, guys. He's just killing it today. Nice. Well, guys, fish number 2 for Dad. Well, you guys, the bite is on, that is for sure. We've been fishing for about an hour. You got dark about an hour ago, and we already caught 2 catfish, which is actually pretty good for this particular spot. So Dad thinks he might have had a little one. You guys, check it out. Dad got himself a tiny little bass. I think we're gonna put this guy back there real quick. Alright, you guys, earlier I said everybody knows what a Carolina rig is, but I just wanted to go over it in case somebody wants to come out here and do this kind of fishing. So you guys, I just have a regular cheap rod. This is probably like a $30 rod from Cabela's or something. And here I have a number 4-inch circle hook. Let me try and show it to you guys nice and close. I'm running 12-pound test mono line, and right over here, what I have, and I'm gonna come closer here, you guys. I'm gonna put my hand behind it. If you guys can see, I got 2 weights with a swivel underneath them. So what this does is the catfish bites, these weights will move freely. The swivel doesn't allow them to fall. And then I have a leader that's about 3 feet long right over here. And I basically throw it as far as I can out there and let it sit. Put a bell on it so I don't miss a bite. You guys probably heard that annoying thing all evening, and that's really all there is to this setup. There's nothing fancy. We were using night crawlers. People get really creative with the use for catfish, but night crawler is all I had. I do prefer fresh bait if I would have caught some, but as you guys saw, you don't need it. Alright, you guys, look at this beautiful, beautiful fish. This is what you call a channel catfish. I know they're not the most beautiful fish in the world, like some of the trout we catch in high mountain rivers, but these fish are absolutely delicious. And I'm glad we got to catch a few tonight. This is the one I caught. My dad caught 2 more. We only fished for a couple hours. I'd say it's a good night in my books. But as you guys know, in the Northwest Outdoor Adventure fashion, we do love a catch and cook. So we are just a little bit hungry for fishing all night. And I think I'm gonna cook me up one of those little tiny bass because they're absolutely delicious. Alright guys, very simple seasoning. Over here I have some flour that I brought from home. I'm going to just throw my fish in there and let it season. But before I do that, I'm going to just hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Got to get a little bit on the inside and get some on this side as well. This is going to be a deep fried fish. Alright you guys, the fish is going in. Alright you guys, check it out. Some freshly fried fish, nothing like it. Alright guys, best part about this is you gotta leave the skin on. That's why I like to scale my fish, so I can with the skin. Skin's the best part. There's nothing like it. And that flour gave it the perfect crust. So good. You like your dad?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Nah, that was a good night, you guys. That was a good night. Alright, you guys. Well, I am pooped for the night. I'm going to go take a nap. So you guys can see it's so warm out. I'm actually not in my sleeping bag. It's behind me. It's still so hot out, you guys. I'm with just my tank top, and it's really warm. I think it's still around 80 degrees. So honestly, can't really call this camping because I'm honestly just taking a nap underneath my truck. But I'm going to get a few hours shut eye here just so I can rest. And then I'm going to drive home because it is quite a drive for me and I don't want to fall asleep driving. But that being said, you guys, all good things do come to an end. So does this adventure. So I would like to thank all you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did. And I will see you guys next adventure. Bye!